वनडे इंटरनेशनल, पहला वनडे उन लोग 230 डिफेंड करे, यहाँ पे 240 डिफेंड करे, एंड दे मेड लाइफ वेरी डिफिकल्ट फॉर इंडिया आफ्टर सच अ गुड स्टार्ट। मतलब आज और बेटर स्टार्ट था इंडिया को पावर प्ले में, जो ओपनिंग स्टैंड थी और अच्छी थी रोहित शर्मा और शुभमन गिल की, लेकिन after that, there was a collapse. Jeffrey Van der Sar, what a performance, picking up 6 wickets, unbelievable figures, 6 for 33. जिस तरीके से उसने फंसाया, गूगली भी बहुत अच्छा डाला, and he bowled so well today. It was an outstanding performance, and well done to Sri Lanka. I mean, they've been very competitive ये वनडे सीरीज में। T20 में बहुत criticism था, बहुत बोल रहे थे यार इंडिया श्रीलंका से क्यों खेल रही है हर वक्त, कोई कंपटीशन नहीं है, कोई कंपटीशन है, मगर आज और पिछले मैच में भी उन लोग असल टक्कर का मुकाबला दिया, एंड they've played better than India in this series so far in this one day series. Again, batting wise, they started off a bit slow, and then Velalage, Mendes putting up a partnership towards the end. वहां पे those are key runs. अगर आप देखें, ये ऐसे pitches पे जहाँ पे turn बहुत हो रहा है, and pitch which will keep breaking as the game progresses. वहां पे अगर आपकी team 150 for 6 है, I think India should have bundled them all out for under 200. I think that Mr. Trick extra spinner खिलाना था, whether it was Parag, Bishnoi, they should have played an extra spinner. आप श्रीलंका का देखो, they came in with 5 spinners, one fast bowler. And yeah, maybe instead of Dubey, you could have played a Parag. But they should have gone with an extra spinner. I think they got the team selection wrong. Bowling wise, I felt yes, they bowled well in patches. Spinners were good. Washington Sundar bowled well. Kuldeep Yadav bowled well. Lekin, they should have been, especially the faster bowlers, should have been a bit more ruthless, especially last few overs में जहाँ पे runs leak हुए. And yeah, credit goes to Sri Lanka. I think they batted really well. Again, Village is showing that he's made of steel, excellent maturity. जिस तरीके से वो प्रेशर हैंडल कर रहा है और बाउंड्रीज उसको मिल रहे, रोटेट कर रहा है स्ट्राइक को टफ पिच पे, आई थिंक हैट्स ऑफ टू हिम, इज अ वेरी टैलेंटेड प्लेयर. एंड श्रीलंका मैन, इट्स बीन अ क्रेजी सीरीज फॉर हिम. अगेन 25 रन मारा उन्हें, फिर 3 विकेट पे, कप्तान भी है. हिज बॉलिंग चेंजेस हैव बीन आउटस्टैंडिंग, एंड टू कीप दैट कंपोजर, इफ यू सी श्रीलंका जो है इन पर्टिकुलर power play के बाद, they were behind the 8 ball. India were cruising. Rohit Sharma was smashing it even in the first match. But Sri Lanka, the captain, he kept his cool. उसको पता था कि भाई ये pitch break होएगा. He knew 1-2 विकेट की बात है. When he got Rohit Sharma's wicket, you saw the body language change. विराट कोहली का जो dismissal था, उससे पहले कोहली was given out, and then he DRS'd it, and it went in his favor, and you could see the disappointment, but they were still excited to pick up those wickets. And when they got Kohli out, that celebration showed they're in this game. After that, Sri Lanka kept pegging up the wickets, pegging away at the wickets. अगर एक टाइम पे I think 20-25 रन मारे शायद इंडिया, और 4-5 विकेट चले गए थे. केएल राहुल, a poor shot from him. Akshar Patel got off to a very good start, then he got out. Shreyas Iyer also नहीं चला. विराट कोहली भी नहीं चला आज. काफी शुभमन गिल got off to a start and then didn't push on. I think apart from Rohit Sharma, all the batters struggled. Everyone were not on that level. You expect a bit more from this Indian side, a lot more from this Indian side, both departments. I think bowling के लिए भी आपको बोलना पड़ेगा कि ठीक है, 240 looks like a low score, but on these pitches it's actually a very good score. 240, 250, वो ट्रेडिशनल आपको याद है वनडे पिचेस जहाँ पे जब पिच ब्रेक होते रहता सेकंड इनिंग्स में, वैसा टाइप का पिच था. तो 240 एक्चुअली अच्छा स्कोर है. एंड व्हेन यू हैड द ऑपोजिशन 150 फॉर 6, आई थिंक वहां पे थोड़ा आपको और रूथलेस होना था एज अ बॉलिंग यूनिट. वहां पे आप विकेट्स चटका के अगर श्रीलंका को 200 के नीचे खत्म कर दिए तो फिर चांस आपका बेहतर होता था. बिकॉज यू सॉ ओवर हियर एज द इनिंग्स प्रोग्रेस्ड, it was getting difficult to bat on. No excuses for the batters, but I just feel that both departments need to work on their game. And yeah, Sri Lanka too were outstanding. And ये उन्हें Van der Sar कहाँ से किया आ गया, and in these conditions they will always be a handful. Sri Lanka is a traditional cricketing country. They do develop good cricketers. Spinners, खास तौर पे उनके बहुत अच्छे होते हैं. They've developed good all-rounders as well. And yes, they do struggle away from home, but all that talk at the T20s की yeah, the Sri Lanka से क्यों खेल रहे, Sri Lanka क्यों tour कर रहे, it shows it's not an easy tour. These are tough tours. T20s में भी 2 आप अच्छा convincingly जीते, थर्ड वाला वो हरावा मैच जिता दिया सूर्या, वो भी आप हार सकते थे. It could have been 2-1. So okay, that was 3-0, but now you're 1-0 down. And you have your full one-day team. It's a very strong team. This India का जो है, विराट कोहली भी, रोहित शर्मा है, Kuldeep Yadav is there. You've got the likes of Shreyas Iyer, KL Rahul are back. So you've got a stacked team. It's not like you're missing okay Jasprit Bumrah, but can't rely only on one player to win you games. I think more better performances are expected from India. अब देखना पड़ेगा ट्यूसडे क्या होता है. वेंसडे को शायद मैच है. रोहित शर्मा भी प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस पोस्ट मैच में बोला था कि भाई it is disappointing. It does hurt to lose. You don't like losing, and we have to learn from the mistakes. उसके खुद पे के पारी के बारे में like I don't have regret getting out because the way I play it is high risk. But whenever you do get out, it's not a good feeling. And yeah, hopefully next time they do a better job of that. But Rohit Sharma, I think he batted pretty well. It's the other batters should have showed a bit more application. Whether it's Rahul, Virat Kohli, Shreyas Iyer, they should have showed more application there. I felt except Patel batted really well today, much better than last time around. And yeah, even he was asked about the combination रोहित शर्मा जो lefty बीच में आया था last time Washington आया था ये time Dubey आया था that's also not working that experiment. But it's something that they're looking at, like keeping that right left going. And yeah, I think it starts off, with the bowling over there. You have to be a bit more ruthless. Then with the batting, again, you need to finish the job. जब आप runs बना रहे, especially the likes, of even Rohit, Akshar Patel, जो runs बनाए, like they'll have to try and guide in these conditions. They'll once they're set, you have to try and play as long as possible because it is difficult. Yeah, conditions where it does become hard for the new batsman. But even there, I think India again the way Rohit Sharma started they didn't really need to play some of those shots that they played. Like if you see KL Rahul's shot, I know it is difficult pitch, but if you see a shot, if you see, Virat Kohli, these guys, they didn't really need to go for those kind of shots. They could have been a bit more sensible and taken the game a bit deeper because run rate तो आपका check में था. ऐसा नहीं था कि run rate का pressure है. You have to score boundaries. वैसा कुछ था नहीं. Um, and yeah, like I was saying, look at the economy rate of your faster bowlers as Siraj 5.3, Arshdeep 6.4, and Shivam Dubey 5. Compare that to your own spinners, Kuldeep Yadav 3.3, Washington Sundar 3, Akshar Patel 4.22. So there's a big difference between spinners and fast bowlers in terms of economy rate and also wickets. Sundar takes 3, Kuldeep takes 2, Akshar takes 1. So majority of your wickets the spinners took. तो वहाँ पे team selection की बात आती है कि भाई आप extra spinners के साथ क्यों नहीं गए? Why didn't you play Ravi Bishnoi? Even Ryan Parag would have been better suited than Shivam Dubey in these conditions. So maybe a lack of reading of the conditions as well. That's something needs to be considered because Sri Lanka went with 5 spinners and they did a fabulous job. All of them did pretty good, and in particular, Jeffrey Van der Save, and what a performance! 10 overs, 33 runs, 6 wicket, outstanding performance. So yeah, team selection can be questioned, and overall they will be disappointed. It's a good wake up call. I mean, India have limited like 4 1 days baki hai ahead of the Champions Trophy. This is a good wake up call. Ki bhai, this is where they need to improve. The middle order needs to step up. Rohit Sharma ke baad there needs to be middle order batting that needs to step up. Bowlers wise, they need to finish teams off. जब 6-7 विकेट चले गए ऑपोजिशन के वहां पे आपको पूरा खत्म करना है गेम को तो ये चीज सीखना है इंडिया को आई थिंक दीज आर सम लर्निंग्स दे कैन टेक फ्रॉम दिस सीरीज Yes, of course, chasing is tough over here, but you could have made things easier. I think Rohit Sharma did make things easier the way he started. But with the ball, if you can restrict the team to a 200 or a 180, and then with the bat, once you have that start, thoda sensibly khel ke get closer to that target and try not to lose that many wickets in a short period of time. It's easier for me to say, but yeah, these are some of the things they will look to improve going into that Champions Trophy. श्रीलंका will be buzzing. I think outstanding. उन लोग शायद नहीं है चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी में लेकिन I think it's a great win for them. आप देखो what it meant for the players, the way they celebrate for the fans. आज full stadium था, Sunday था. A lot of people came to the Premadasa Stadium to watch their team play, and what a performance, man! Outstanding. I think again with the bat they showed fight, they showed grit, they had vital contributions throughout their batting. The way Mendes and Velalage towards the end they also batted was phenomenal, and they made sure कि भाई आप अच्छे स्कोर को आगे 240 का एंड देन बॉल के साथ वैंडरसन असलंका मैन दिस गाय is becoming a crazy all-rounder in these conditions. I think उसका प्रदर्शन with the bat, with the ball बेहतरीन 3 विकेट लिया उन्हें and his rotation of bowlers, the bowling changes असलंका जबरदस्त था. It was incredible and they did a fabulous job. Um, Overall, they'll be very happy. It's 1-0 now for Sri Lanka going into that last one day. I think Wednesday को है. फिर उसके बाद इंडिया को 4-5 हफ्ते का break है until September, mid-September. They don't have a game. That's when Bangladesh will go play a test series and then a limited over series against India में. तो अब लंबा break है इसके बाद तो this ODI there's a lot to play for. The series is on the line and also India will look to try and find that perfect combination so that they can prepare well for the Champions Trophy. And yeah, it's always good to end a tour on a winning note. So yeah, you have all your strong players, आपके बड़े खिलाड़ियां हैं मौजूद, and they'll want to look to wrap up the tour with a win. Olympics का ये update था. Today started off brilliantly for India, winning the hockey game against Great Britain. Penalties में, I think it was 1-1. They got a red card, and then after that, It went to penalty shootout, and CJ was outstanding. What a goalkeeper, man! This guy is he's the wall. I mean, हम लोग राहुल द्रविड़ को बोलते हैं, but this guy is the new wall, man. I mean, in the last Olympics and now this Olympics as well, he's been out phenomenal for India. One of the reasons उन लोग semi-finals में है is because of CJ. What a goalkeeper, incredible, man. And फिर hockey, badminton में heartbreak, मेरा दिल तो टूट गया. I mean, outstanding performance from Lakshya Sen. I think the way he played against world number one, I mean world number two, but defending gold medalist. Um, Mr. Axelson, I think it was an incredible performance from what's his name from Lakshya Sen, and he had 3 game points, 3 game points to win the first set, and then second set he was leading 7-0. I mean, there's a lot of ifs and buts over there. Yes, he's a bit inexperienced. He's playing against the best badminton player in the world, like just a fine margins, man. 1 point उसके हाथ में अगर आ गया था, वो फर्स्ट सेट जीत गया था, तो पूरा गेम पलट जाता था, and it would have been crazy. But this is sport. You lose some, you win some. I think for Lakshya Sen, it's outstanding performances. Hopefully, he can win the bronze. अगर वो bronze जीत गया, it will be a great start, because उसको कोई chance नहीं दे रहा था to win a medal. He's beaten some big players, and even against the world number two, the way he performed today, there was times where he was struggling, man. The Great Dane was struggling, and because of Lakshya Sen, his speed, his agility, his reflexes, smashes, it was all outstanding. And yeah, it's been a fabulous performance. He's been my favorite athlete to follow in this Olympics by far. He's been outstanding, and hopefully he can win the bronze. And hockey ke liye bhi it's a very good positive thing. Now the semifinals will be either, I think, against Argentina or जर्मनी. अब पता चल जाएगा. अभी हॉलैंड और ऑस्ट्रेलिया का मैच चल रहा. I don't know what happened in that Germany game, if it happened right now, but yeah, Netherlands is beating Australia 2-0. अब कोई कोनी मार दिया. Some Australian guy like elbowed a Netherlands player, तो लड़ाई चल रही है यहाँ पे. But Netherlands are winning 2-0, 5 seconds left, so they are through to the semis as well. Netherlands also a very good hockey team. So yeah, that is your hockey update. It's been bittersweet for India, but I think we should all be proud of Lakshya Sen in terms of his performance has been outstanding. Can't really blame him. And yeah, all the best to the hockey team. Hopefully they can bring a medal, and hopefully it's gold. And if it's gold, then what better way to end the Olympics with the hockey gold? That'll be outstanding. Hockey, there's a lot of hockey fans, and कुछ controversy भी चल रहा था आज, England, the way they behaved and stuff as well. I don't know. I didn't look into it, but there was some issues over there as well. But yeah, India winning the hockey over there, but losing the cricket. And yeah, cricket will want a better performance. Gautam Gambhir as coach, he will not be happy. उन्हें interviews में कितने बार बोला कि भाई, I always want to be in the winning team. I want to win. If I don't win, I'm not in a good mood. So he'll definitely not be in a good mood today. But it's all about learning from your mistakes. अब ये time पे आप गलतियां कर रहे तो ठीक है. I don't think it's a big problem. Hi Mox, how are you? And yeah, I think it's okay to make the mistakes now, लेकिन आगे जाके you will have to when it comes to the big games, crunch games, Champions Trophy में जब आप पाकिस्तान के खिलाफ खेलेंगे, ऑस्ट्रेलिया, साउथ अफ्रीका के खिलाफ खेलेंगे, it will be more challenging, and it'll become even more difficult. That's where you need to get the combination right, in my opinion. And yeah, hopefully India do learn from these mistakes and do a better job. Yes, Holland have beaten Australia and they're into the semi-finals. उन लोग दूसरा semi-final खेलेंगे. India will play, I think, either Germany or Argentina. Player of the match today, by far, Banderstage, 6 wicket, 33 runs, economy of 3.3, 10 over में outstanding. Asalanka right up there as well, picking up 3 wickets, also scoring 25 runs. Very good all-round performance from him. And yeah, from India, there will be a lot of questions. Again, will they make any changes for the next game? Can they bring in a Khalil? I feel the fast bowlers were on. I mean, you don't need to bring a Khalil. I think they should bring someone like a Vishnu. ये condition में they need to play an extra spinner. आप देखो, Arshdeep, Siraj, Shivam Dubey, they were not effective with the ball when the pace was coming on. Sri Lanka were much more comfortable, especially ये ऐसे pitches पे. I think they can easily afford to play an extra spinner, make sure they get purchase off the pitch. And if they do, then yeah, if they do go with an extra spinner, they could go with a Ravi Bishnoi, they could go with a Parag also. Parag bhi option hai if you want an extra batsman. So you have dono options, but they should play an extra spinner, I think, because you got to play horses for courses. ठीक है, you want to get your combinations, you want to give players chances, but I think you also have to look at the conditions. Conditions के हिसाब से आप team बनाना पड़ेगा आपको. And if you want to win the series or win a match in the series, then you'll have to definitely look at the conditions and then plan accordingly, right? अगर आप खाली just trying to find the right combination, वैसा तो नहीं चलेगा. You just like दुबे को जबरदस्ती खिला रहे because you want a Hardik Pandya replacement, then that also won't work. You'll have to look at the conditions and see, like, maybe a Parag will be more useful in these conditions because he can bowl 7-8 overs of spin. And even like Asalanka is a part-time spinner, he's doing an outstanding job here conditions mein. So that's where India, we have to be a bit smarter team selections mein. They have to assess the conditions a bit better. Yes, the toss didn't go their way. उन लोग भी batting कर लेते थे अगर toss जीते तो, मगर फिर भी that's not an excuse. You have to see how you can improve and how you can better your game and where you made the mistakes in this series so far and how to, because both games in both innings India were on the front foot. They were dominating, and then the last 10% of both innings, they just let it go. And, it happened in both matches. Rohit Sharma got a good start. In both matches, they couldn't finish off the tail of Sri Lanka, and they got punished for it. They lost the game. It didn't go their way. So they'll have to be a bit more ruthless. They have to be uh, much better going into the next game. And it's good. Like, ये आपको wake up call अभी मिल रहा, not in a knockout game in a Champions Trophy. अभी आपको wake up call मिल गया, so you can work on these issues and then take it from there. So yeah, that's how it is. If you guys have any questions regarding the games, let me know. But हाँ, Olympics का अब javelin का भी शुरू होगा. I think परसों है शायद, 6th August को है qualifying, फिर finals 8th को है. तो वो भी देखना पड़ेगा कि नीरज चोपड़ा bag us a gold. I mean, there's still hope that Lakshya Sen can get a bronze medal. That I feel will be an incredible achievement. And then the hockey, hopefully they can get a medal. अगर semi-final जीत गए तो फिर आपका पक्का मेडल. बॉक्सिंग में काफी कंट्रोवर्सी थी कल, लॉट ऑफ कंट्रोवर्सी. I felt Nishan जो था boxer, I felt he boxed really well, man. For me, he won the rounds. उन्हें दूसरा जो था Mexican, his head was down quite a few times, and he was not penalized for that. And yeah, I mean, it was a close fight. It wasn't like pura one-sided tha, but yeah, I didn't understand. Like, I felt was split decision could have easily gone in his favor. India could have got a medal in boxing, but this is part of the sport. It was a close fight, and you got to respect the judge's decision. You can't do anything about it. I don't agree with it. I felt that at least I think he won the fight, but even then, एक आध round तो उसको दे सकते थे easily. And the other guy was also not penalized. You need to be, face up थोड़ा सा. He उन्हें झुकते जा रहा था. He was making it a bit difficult. That the referee should have, dock points for that, but he didn't. So yeah, that was heartbreaking. Also, the boxing. Today the badminton is so close, man. Like, I didn't expect him to win, लेकिन he was in a winning position. Driver seat में था उन्हें. पहला सेट में भी, दूसरा सेट में भी. मतलब, just one or two things fall your way और पूरा किस्मत बदल जाता. He would have been in the finals, man, Lakshya Sen. But I'm still proud of him. I think he did a fantastic job. Now let's see what he does in the bronze medal thing. I think he can win it because this was the toughest opponent. और इसको ने जबरदस्त, मतलब celebration देखना था भाई का. The Dane was relieved, man. He was like celebrating at least because it was a tough game for him, very tough. उन्हें खुद भाई 3 गेम पॉइंट्स बचाया, फिर उसके बाद 7-0 का लीड काट के वापस आके मारा उसको. तो like, outstanding, man. Victor Axelsen, what a player. He's an outstanding badminton player. If you haven't seen him, you guys got to watch him, man. His reach is outstanding. His mentality is crazy. Composure is next level. Yes, Lakshya Sen took him till the brink, but he composed himself really well and made sure that he did the job. फिर आपका वो भी था डबल्स, मेंस डबल्स था या मेंस डबल्स बैडमिंटन गोल्ड मेडल मैच चाइना वर्सेस चाइना चाइनीज टाइपे. दैट वाज एन इनक्रेडिबल गेम. इट वाज 1-1, then last I think the Chinese Taipei won 21-19 in the last set. It was an incredible back and forth, outstanding game of badminton. I really enjoyed that. That was a very good game. बाकी का volleyball भी चल रहा. I think yesterday Canada lost to Serbia. That was a very close match too. I was watching. You've got your handball going on as well. So there is quite a few sports still going on. And this is the towards the end of the Olympics now, because I mean, second half of the Olympics, pehla half ho gaya, and we are excited for Neeraj Chopra to come in, need some medals, get those medals, man. India needs to get some medals, and if Neeraj Chopra can get one, even Lakshya Sen, if he gets the bronze, it'll be good for India, and it'll be really good for India. So hoping that, fingers crossed, they can get some medals towards the end of this Olympics. You got the basketball going on as well. Yeah, so interesting things happening in the world of sport. अभी इंडिया का लास्ट गेम वेंसडे को है, फिर 4 हफ्ते की छुट्टी है। देन दिल हैव, आई थिंक वो टाइम पे काफी आईपीएल के बारे में बातचीत रहेंगी, देयर विल बी चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी की बात होंगी, देयर विल बी न्यूज़ कमिंग इन, बट देयर इज नो क्रिकेटिंग एक्शन। इंडिया गेट अ लॉन्ग ब्रेक and then they will probably then they will host Bangladesh in mid September for a two test series, and then you've got T20s as well. So that is something to look forward to. So this is the last game. I think, they'll make a few changes idhar udhar, and then get that extra spinner in the last one day. I think that will help them. भाई ओडिया में बॉलिंग अच्छा होना चाहिए, थर्ड ओडिया में बुमराह को लेना चाहिए। भाई बुमराह तो है ही नहीं स्क्वाड में, मगर मैं पीके स्मार्ट भाई शुक्रिया ज्वाइन करने के लिए। मैं आपसे 100% अग्री करता हूँ कि भाई बॉलिंग बेहतर होना चाहिए। ये इस तरह की बॉलिंग अगर आप करेंगे जब 150 फॉर 6 है, वो टाइम पे आपको लाइक खत्म करना है, यू हैव टू फिनिश द गेम। स्पेशली ये पिच टफ था, ये ब्रेक होने वाला था, स्पिनर्स को मदद मिलने वाली थी सेकंड इनिंग्स में, और वही हुआ। तो वहां पे जब आपकी टीम अच्छी पोजीशन में है, यू हैव टू लर्न हाउ टू क्लीन अप द टेल, और वहां पे है रिस्पांसिबिलिटी फास्टर बॉलर्स की, सिराज, अर्शदीप, दे शुड हैव डन बेटर। मैं अग्री करता हूँ, लेकिन फिर भी इंडिया नीड टू डेवलप प्लेयर्स। आप कितना बुमराह पे रिलाई करेंगे? ठीक है, वो एक वर्ल्ड कप जिता दिया, मगर बार बार वो करना मुश्किल होगा, राइट? यू हैव टू, द प्लेयर्स दैट यू हैव राइट नाउ, दे आल्सो नीड टू लर्न कि भाई ये सिचुएशन में मैं क्या करूं, क्या रिक्वायर्ड है, और मैं कैसा ऑपोजिशन को रिस्ट्रिक्ट करूं और विकेट कैसा लूं, वो देखना पड़ता है, राइट? लाइक दैट्स हाउ यू हैव टू लुक एट इट, आई थिंक सो। या, आई एग्री विद यू, द bowling has to improve, but players apart from Bumrah need to do it. It's not just, they cannot only rely on Bumrah. Bumrah का भी off days हो सकते हैं, और Bumrah पूरा वक्त तो मौजूद नहीं होगा. There will be games he will miss, and he's not going to be there forever, right? तो आपको अगर develop करना है as a team, you got to improve your death bowling as well and be a bit more clinical. Disappointing batting by India today. You see Pant and Parag playing last 2 day. Pant in place of Iyer or KL, and Parag in place of Shivam Dube or one of Siraj. Yeah, I think those are options that they can consider. I mean, KL Rahul just got a couple of games. It's been a long break, but maybe if want to be very ruthless, they can bring Pant in. That is an option. And then in terms of yeah, I think Ram Parag, especially in these conditions, he should be tried. Him or Bishnoi should be that extra spinner. Definitely, agar aap dekho, aaj Sri Lanka went in with 5 spinners, right? So I think India should play an extra spinner for sure, whether that's Parag or Bishnoi. If they want to strengthen their batting, then they can go with Parag. And Parag will give you 7 to 8. He can bowl 10 overs too. So I think he's shown in the T20 matches that he is effective on these pitches. So I think they need to go with that extra spinner and drop either a fast bowler or a Dubey, because the fast bowlers are not as effective. Yeah, conditions where Sri Lanka are much more comfortable against the faster bowlers, and that's where you probably need that extra spinner just to get that grip turn, to make the batsman uncomfortable and make them play a false shot. And they have the capability of doing that, the spinners, especially in these conditions. You saw even in the T20s, Wampe Surya and Rinku bowled, is because of the conditions, right? Like Khalil was not having the greatest of days, and the faster bowlers were not bowling at that level. So that's where you need your spinners to come in. And yeah, according to conditions, I agree. You got to play. You got to play that extra spinner. Ishan Kishan has agreed to play domestic cricket and is back in consideration for the Indian team. That's very good news. I mean, yeah, like whatever happened has happened, and it's good that he is going back. They told him what the pathway is. He's agreed to join, and he will be considered. So that's good. All's well that ends well, and hopefully that he learned from whatever mistakes he made, and yeah, he'll be back into the team within no time. And yeah, these guys need to buckle up. I think batters need to, especially with the start that they got with Rohit Sharma. If you're gonna collapse like that, it will raise a lot of questions. It will raise eyebrows. They should be more clinical with the bat. They should have been more clinical with the ball as well. And yeah, Rohit Sharma will be disappointed because I think he did the job. He batted really well. He took the pressure off the other players. मगर इतना बड़ा collapse, अगर आप 4 विकेट खो देंगे 15-20 रन में, तो फिर कोई कुछ नहीं कर सकता। वो टाइम पे you got to take responsibility, whether it's Kohli, Rahul, Iyer, you have to take responsibility. You have to work the single doubles. Just look how the way Velalage played, him and Mendes, because Sri Lanka are also in a difficult position. उन लोग भी 150 for 6 थे, वहां पे भी ball turn हो रहा था, but they were picking the single doubles, and then towards the end they looked to attack. I think the Indian players, yes, Akshar Patel was counter attacking at that time. Rahul didn't need to play that shot. That was a high risk shot against the spin. Like yes, it was the googly, didn't read it, I think. He didn't need to play that shot. So that's where game awareness comes into play, and you got to be a bit smarter in those situations. Of course, it is more difficult to bat in the second innings, but you got off to the greatest start, man. You like pura aap nikal diye the jo bhi deficit tha. You took the pressure off. Rohit Sharma made sure that the run rate was not an issue. So you should have shown more application. All the batsmen should have showed more application. Parag is the only spin option on the bench. Vishnu is not in the ODI squad. Then yeah, then I would go with Parag. If Vishnu is not there, I would go with Parag as option, and he will. I think he can bowl 6 to 8 to 10 overs easily. The other options and bench Harshad Rana and Khalili. I wouldn't go with extra fast bowler unless you want to. I would just go with one or two fast bowlers. Two is enough, I think. उससे ज्यादा जरूरत ही नहीं है because मैच यही ग्राउंड पे है. पिच आप देख रहे हो, it's wearing down. वहां पे ब्रेक हो रहा पिच. It's assisting the spinners. Bounce हो रहा, turn हो रहा. Washington Sundar today bowled really well. Him and Kuldeep Yadav were excellent in the middle overs and आपको वही एक्सप्लॉइट करना है, राइट? कंडीशंस क्या बता रहा है कि यही बता रहा है कि भाई स्पिनर्स के लिए काफी परचेस है, काफी अपॉर्चुनिटी है विकेट लेने के लिए. एंड एक बॉल टर्न हो रहा है, एक नहीं हो रहा. दैट्स कॉजिंग डाउट्स इन द बैट्समैन्स माइंड. And that's where you got to exploit it, right? You got to assess the conditions and then pick your team accordingly. I think India made a mistake today by not going with Parag. They should have gone with the extra spinner, just basically on the fact in the last game it was the spinners who won the game, and even Sri Lanka did the same thing. They went with the extra spinner. They only played one fast bowler, five spinner. So that is something. Yeah, well, Lage was not as effective with the ball, with the new ball. So Rohit Sharma was particularly severe on him, but still, they went according to those conditions, and it worked out in the end, right? They won the game. The spinners picked up 9 wickets between them, so it worked out for them. Yeah, and Jeffrey Van der Sar, man, another guy on the map, incredible bowling. Sri Lanka's fielding was very good today. जो उन लोग जो catches पकड़े जबरदस्त. Even Asalanka cotton ball जो लिया था वो भी बहुत अच्छा था. They were very efficient in the field. Upal Chandana having a good effect on the Sri Lankan team. He's the fielding coach, I think. We know back in the day he used to bowl as well, he used to bat too quick in the field as well. So it's good to see the Sri Lanka team. It reminded me of the early 2000, mid 2000 champion log, 250, 260 post karte the. Then Murli used to come. Him and Upul Chandana used to wrap up teams quickly. That's what they did today. I think they were really good. And especially जब आप इतने runs concede कर दिए, रोहित शर्मा ऐसा दबा के मार रहा है, to come back. They knew they were 1 or 2 wickets away. Even as soon as they took Virat Kohli's wicket, it looked like Sri Lanka was going to win the game. Just from their body language, their celebrations, they were on point today. They made sure कि even in the field, single doubles, अच्छा रोक रहे थे. They were, putting the body on the line. They were very, very good. Energy was high as well. And they never gave up. They didn't, Asalanka, the good thing about him, I liked about his captaincy is he never he let his shoulders drop, made sure that they're going to keep attacking. His fields were very good as well, and bowling the changes were very good. To bring yourself on is also a big challenge as a captain because, sometimes captains underbowl themselves or they overbowl themselves. Today, bowled 6.2 overs, picked up 3 wickets. I think खुद को जो use करा उन्हें, it was very good, man. I think he was his captain very well, and especially when you have the opposition captain smacking it to all parts, and the game is slipping away. To keep your composure at that time, and then to come back, fight back with your team is incredible. Sri Lanka have 5 injured fast bowlers, no option but to go with spinners. But that's how you have to go. I mean, did the second fast bowler in the last game he got injured too? He was there right in the last game, but even then they can bring in a fast bowler with those injuries. They did, and they know that they're going to go with the spinners. They know that these conditions will assist spinners. I know they were forced to make changes. That is true, but India don't have to go with one fast bowler. They can go with two. मगर तीन की जरूरत नहीं है. Go with the Parag. That's what I would. That's what I would do. Because those are what the conditions are. Things. Rohit Sharma had to bowl today. He bowled an over. So easily Parag can bowl those overs. But it's good to see at least Rohit rolling his arm over. Anything can happen. Champions Trophy, mein, it's a 50 over game. 50 over game, mein, you can afford to have part-time spinners coming in bowling. Sometimes वही आपको विकेट लेके आ सकते हैं because बैट्समैन थोड़ा सा concentration lose कर सकता है, थोड़ा easy ले सकता है, एक high risk भी short खेल सकता है against the part-timer. तो वहां पे आपको विकेट का भी मौका मिल सकता है. So I don't mind the part-timers bowling, but you got to just assess the conditions and then play accordingly. If it's in England this game, then I would play Shivam Dube 100%. But ये conditions में you need that extra spinner there, so why not Parag? Like that's what I was thinking. Um, and yeah, Akshar Patel, a better batting performance. I felt today he batted very well in conditions. अच्छा counter attack कर रहा था, boundaries मिल रहे थे. He'll be disappointed with the dismissal. Be disappointed कि भाई match finish नहीं किया, but he batted pretty good. I think him and Rohit Sharma were India's best batsmen. Yeah, like once you get a start like that, you should be winning the game, man. No matter what. I know the pitch was difficult; it was breaking down, but you're way ahead of the rate. What was India's score? Let me just tell you exactly. Um, And Rohit Sharma got out. So they were 97 for 0, 97 for 0, and then suddenly you collapsed to 200 all out. No partnerships. I understand that ball was turning, and sometimes ये जो variable turn होता है, जब दो ball turn होते हैं, एक ball नहीं turn होता, it becomes a bit more tricky. But at that time, they should have just shown a bit more temperament, I feel. And to go back to the first game as well over there, when you need one run, the way Harshdeep played that shot, the way Aksar, Rahul, or these guys got out, they will be kicking themselves. Like it could have easily been, either 1-1 or 2-1 or 2-0 for India, but yeah, they did make a lot of mistakes, and Sri Lanka deserved it, man. I think they've been outstanding. Look, बहुत जबरदस्त fight दिखाई ये series में, and they have a chance to win a series. Will be historic for them because उन लोग को बहुत क्रिटिसिज्म है कि भाई क्यों जा रहे हैं यहाँ पे बड़े टीम्स, यहाँ पे कोई कंपटीशन नहीं है, कोई ये नहीं है, वो नहीं है. एंड डिस्पाइट ऑल these injuries, they have five to six injured players, and they still managing to tap into the reserves, get players in, and compete and beat India. मतलब बहुत बड़ी बात है भाई, वो so outstanding. It's a very good achievement. We say planning to make Indian senior players play Vijay Hazare Trophy to get some 50 over practice as next ODI series. Um, is against England in January. I mean, let's see if the player not Vijay is going to happen now. So, well, it's in September, right? India do have a break before that Test series, so they can play, but I don't know if they will or they won't. Let's see. They are planning. I've also heard that Ki Bhai Vijay Hazare खेलेंगे, and why not? Like if they can get a couple of weeks break and then play domestic cricket just to keep that rhythm going, because 50 overs, man, you only have three games, like you said, against England. That's it. So if at least if players can play 2-3 games, just have a bat, have a ball, just stay in touch with that format. I think it'll be good. And then you have a huge series coming up against Australia. That is going to be a very very tough series. मैं आपको पहले से बता रहा हूँ वहाँ पे इंजरी स्केयर्स भी हो सकते हैं. There will be a lot of things going against you over there, and it'll be you have to prepare for that series very well as well. That will take a lot of toll out of India. It will make them better players, but at the same time there could be uh, you know it can affect them physically and mentally. Those kind of tours. It's five test matches. It won't be easy. बहुत बड़ा tour है वो, and that can have an impact as well in their performance going to the Champions Trophy. Hopefully, it's a positive impact. Hopefully, the challenges, the toughness of an Australian tour makes you stronger as a cricketer, and you can come in and then Champions Trophy will be easier conditions. Hopefully for them, and they'll be able to succeed in that. That's what I'm hoping. Lekin they do have 2-3 big series coming up. That Gautam Gambhir also, if he loses this series, I mean, he's not winning it, so he's already off to. He loves winning. He's already off to a note which he's not comfortable with. And then, agar हार गए ये series, then there will be pressure on him going into the Bangladesh series and the New Zealand series at home. Yes, they will be playing at home. Yes, Ashwin Jadeja normally run right in Indian conditions. There will be pressure on Gambhir because this is how Indian cricket is. It's very ruthless. अभी जो वर्ल्ड कप जीते सब भूल गए अभी. सब बोल रहे हैं कोहली ये शॉट क्यों नहीं खेला, राहुल ऐसा क्यों खेल रहा है, ऐसा क्यों डाल रहा है, ऐसा क्यों कर रहा है. So people always live in the moment, and there will always be pressure on this Indian team. It's just about adapting and making sure that they can get the right combination. I think I don't know exactly what Gambhir's inputs are, but one thing that I would like in this series, particularly in the next game, is to just pick the squad according to the conditions and then go for it. Wooks and Root signed for SC20 as England versus New Zealand Test series finishes before SC20 starts. That's good news. I mean, a lot of players playing in these MLC, SC20, bade players. So that is good. Yesterday was a good game. Wells Fire versus Trent Rockets in the 100. I think Trent Rockets lost that game. It was Haris Rauf bowled that last over. He bowled those last five deliveries. What do you call it? You call it something. You don't call it an over in 100. You call it a set. So जो last set था Haris Rauf डाला था, and they won that game. I think the Welsh Fire. Uh, yeah, Rashid Khan was batting and then he got out. I remember. So that was a good game. There's currently, I think the Manchester Originals are also playing. I think they're playing the Northern Superchargers. Yes, so Nicholas Pooran's team. And Manchester Originals, Josh Butler has pulled out of the 100 because of injury. उन्हें जब prepare कर रहा था 100 के लिए after the T20 World Cup, he did get injured and he has not recovered from that. So England are hoping that he can be fit. There's a white ball series against Australia in September. I don't know if Butler will play that too, but they're hoping that he gets back into prime fitness because he's still their white ball captain and they'll need him both as captain, leader, and as batsman keeper too. They'll need him in all departments. Josh Butler, बहुत बड़ा player England के लिए, so hopefully he can recover and get back into the team. They've also mentioned Robert Key said ki bhai they're going to stick with Butler as their captain despite his injury. So yeah, so hopefully he can come back quick because not only are Manchester Originals missing him, you can clearly see because when he played when he was captain, they reached two finals. And now they are clearly missing him, even with the bat, the contribution that he has. उन्हें जो पहले 20-30 बॉल में जो करता है T20 या 100 गेम में, he just knocks the stuffing out of the opposition. So yeah, you can clearly see his absence being felt in the Manchester Originals, and England will also feel that as well. So they will hope that he recovers as soon as possible and that he can play that Champions Trophy as captain, Josh Butler. So we've got those games going on. I think the final of the TNPL is also going on. यहाँ पे आपके Dindigul Dragons are just 31 runs away from victory against the Lika Kovai Kings. Ashwin is batting 42 of 35 and looks like he's going to win the Tamil Nadu Premier League. So yeah, that final is going on as well. The Oval Invincibles won the derby against the London Spirit in the men, and the opposite result in the women's. The London Spirit won that. So that was in the morning match. And अभी ये चल रहा है Manchester versus Northern Superchargers. The only problem is they will have to leave early for England versus India ODI series, depending on if they get selected. Yeah, Joe Root will be interesting if he gets selected. Him, Williamson, Smith, will they still play in the limited overs? Will they be playing the Champions Trophy? This is something that their teams will have to address. This situation. I think they are very experienced players. They still have cricket in them, so why not? Steve Smith also showed कि MLC में he is a very good limited overs player. He can play the shorter format, but 50 over, though, I'm sure he can definitely play. It's just getting that consistency, getting those runs in this white ball format. If you see Root, uh, Williamson, and Smith, they I feel they're more comfortable in red ball. Like Virat Kohli is like all formats you've seen him perform, even red ball, white ball, both 50 overs and T20s. But these guys, I just feel that they're a bit more suited to the red ball format. Williamson, I think, is more well-rounded compared to Root and Smith. But yeah, Root and Smith, they're outstanding batsmen. They just need to find a solution for that white ball format. I mean, he's playing the 102 route, and Smith plays a lot of T20 matches too. They just, अगर उन लोग को crack कर दिया code one days का, then they will be crazy because Steve Smith is a run machine. We saw in 2015 the way he batted like in the semi-final was outstanding. So yeah, I think they still have a lot of cricket in them. These players, especially Smith, Williams, and Root, उनके पास है. अगर उन लोग select होते Champions Trophy के लिए, it'll be very good. Mas Kashif, take my name. I'm taking your name, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Hope everything is good, sir. G. Williamson is still New Zealand ODI captain, so he most probably will play City unless he decides to step down. Yeah, and needs to be fit as well. Williamson's gone through a lot in terms of injuries lately. It's been affecting him. And you saw that, like, the New Zealand team just didn't look prepared. They look undercooked. They looked like, their bigger players, their experienced players are coming towards the end of their careers. The likes of Bolt, Sadi, Williamson, these guys have, I don't know if they've reached their retirement date, but like they do look a bit more rusty as compared to before, and hopefully they can come back. They still in this format, 50 over format, these players still I think can contribute. And yeah, it'll be good to see New Zealand competitive again. I think unko ek cheez that went against them was that a lot of their players were in the IPL but weren't in the starting 11s. That was kind of a thing, so they weren't in that rhythm as compared to the Australian players, English players. But also the conditions, the way Afghanistan played against them, playing against spin, it wasn't really suiting them. Over here in Pakistan and UAE, New Zealand have done well in the past, so let's see how they go. Ah, but yeah, New Zealand in general are a very good ICC tournament team, so they'll be hoping for better performances and a better improvement in their performances. And yeah, if you have any more comments, let me know. So it's been a crazy day at the Olympics. You had Lakshya Sen, tremendous performance, but losing was heartbreak that he lost to world champion Axelsen, who was defending his Axelsen, who was defending his Olympic gold. And Lakshya Sen was so close, man, to winning that game. And then India hockey, outstanding performance against England. Yeah, that was very good over there, and let's see who they play in the semi-final and if they can guarantee a medal in hockey. And in the cricket, Sri Lanka playing some positive, Zabardast cricket. They took us back to the mid early 2000s. Champe Sangakkara, Javadin, and Muralidharan used to beat teams, and today they posted a 240 and defended it really well. So yeah, I think overall it was great from Sri Lanka over there. I'm just looking at anything else, any other news cricket related. Yeah, there will be a break, so I think we will cover the 100, we'll cover the end of the Olympics, but we'll cover whatever tournaments are going on. But there will be break. Indian cricket में तो break रहेगा. There will be 3 4 weeks. They can get refreshed the players. They can go back to their families. And because after the World Cup, they still had there were still games. There was the Zimbabwe tour, Sri Lanka tour. I know not everyone played that, but the likes of Dubai have been traveling for a long time. So they can have a good break, the players, and then we will miss Indian cricket for that period of time. But I'm sure there's going to be enough news making the rounds, whether it's IPL का news या Champions Trophy का news. उस हिसाब से कुछ ना कुछ आएगा. But even Pakistan have not been playing. Their next assignment is against Bangladesh. I think it's this month. They're going to play a test series against them, and then Bangladesh will go to India. So there will be a stop in cricket action, but we still have the third one day. We will discuss that. We'll preview that, review that as well. SA versus West Indies Test series starts on Wednesday, so we'll follow that too. I think that is in the West Indies. Ibrahim Pai is excited for that. He supports South Africa. That should be a good series because I think West Indies at home are much better than they are away. Yes, they are missing players. These new players are developing, but the bowling unit is pretty good. I feel in West Indies conditions, they've beaten the likes of England. They've beaten Pakistan also in the West Indies. So I think they are better in home conditions. South Africa is also a very good team. South Africa is very underrated in all three formats. They have some class players, so I think it should be competition, good competition. And this time around, it won't be like the New Zealand series where South Africa sent a second, third string team, right? Because of the SCT20. I think this time they're going to send a stronger squad, if I'm not mistaken. Mr. Ibrahim Bhai. वो the GT20 also 120 130 scores चल रहे खाली यहाँ पे very low scoring affairs. The pitch is very slow, man. It's very difficult to bat on. Ball बहुत low bounce हो रहा. I watched a few games on the telly, but yeah, it hasn't been as exciting as the 100. I felt the 100 is a bit more exciting. I've enjoyed those games, especially yesterday's game was pretty good. The Welsh Fire versus the Trent Rockets. I enjoyed that game. I'm just reading up on this guy, Van der Sar, man. Van der Sar, what you say, Jeffrey. It's 34 years old. 34 years old, I think. Yeah, outstanding performance. He'll remember this performance for a long time against India. When India is playing, it's always a blockbuster match. Or वहाँ पे with the packed crowd, वैसा performance देना. The Incredibles के googly बहुत जबरदस्त था. The way, he bowled that googly. Rahul को भी वैसे ही trap कर रहा, right? I think he bowled that googly to KL Rahul, was it? Um, yeah, he did. He bowled him like that, and even to Virat Kohli, I think it was a googly. Virat Kohli didn't review it this time around. Even the जो पहला review था, I think he just reviewed it like that. Because he didn't know it hit his bat. When they saw the review, there was bat involved, but Virat Kohli looked surprised as well. Yes, as a full strength team back only. Three players from New Zealand series still in squad: Bedingham, Patterson, and Pierre. Yeah, I think Bedingham is a good prospect. Let's see how he does. He batted really well in New Zealand, if I'm not mistaken. He had good performances there. I've seen him in domestic cricket as well. He's done pretty good. So Bedingham hopefully can have a good series if he is in the 11. But it's good to keep high. South Africa strong team. Khiladi hai West Indies ke against, and hopefully we get to see a good series. Cricket is cricket, man. We'll always enjoy cricket. Test cricket is always the pinnacle. Yes, it's probably not the series that we always look forward to, like an Ashes or in India, Pakistan, or India, Australia, India, England. But it'll still be fun, and hopefully we get to see some good quality cricket. That's what you want to see. Um, is there any gold medal matches right now? That's what I want to look at. What's this? That tennis game today, man. I forgot. Djokovic versus Alcaraz. What a game. I mean, Djokovic won 2-0. Like, the rallies were unbelievable. This time round, like, I think because it was clear, one of my friends, Abrar, was telling me that it is a bit slower, so you have more time to get to the ball. So the drop shots, Djokovic was prepared this time. In the Wimbledon final, Alcaraz kept dropping him, and he wasn't able to get there. But now today. He was getting to those drop shots and he was outstanding, man. Djokovic, even Alcaraz was crazy. The rallies were incredible and very close games. I think both tie breaks Djokovic won, so it was very very close. We saw some tremendous rallies, matlab, going back and forth, lobs, drop shots. I think fantastic tennis. If you didn't see that game, you should watch the highlights. It was a very very good game. I actually really enjoyed it. That was pretty good. The Olympics gold medal tennis at the Roland Garros. That was very good, man. I enjoyed that game. बहुत अच्छा था. Faz is with Doraemon on the day. Yeah, man. I don't know. Like most को मैं पूछा, so he's not denying it. He's not accepting it. So I think it's smokes, but I don't know if it's the Gully number 11. Gully number. Ashish, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Disappointing from cricket point of view. From badminton, I wouldn't say disappointing, just heartbreaking. But hockey, outstanding. Our brother-in-law Srijesh, man, what a guy, man. Great wall of India. क्या है? Yeah, after Rahul Dravid, this guy is the. I mean, right now he's insane, man. The way he was stopping those shots, incredible. Remember, India had a man down. They got a red card, and Srijesh, our brother-in-law, he just killed it. Vinay will be very happy. You will be happy. I'll be happy. But yeah, for India, it was a mixed bag today. Cricket very disappointing. Badminton heartbreaking, but hockey excellent, like fantastic, like brilliant. Beating England as world number two, I think so. They did a really good job beating England. अभी उन लोग को अर्जेंटीना या कौन क्या हुआ अर्जेंटीना वो गेम में अर्जेंटीना वर्सेस जर्मनी हॉकी अच्छा अभी हुआ नहीं शायद अभी हुआ नहीं टुडे 2 p.m. 9 p.m. Cricket is fine. We are world champs. Olympics में gold चाहिए भाई. Bro, today that I'm telling you, man, my heart was going up and down, up and down. I'm telling you, he was playing the best badminton player that I've seen. He's incredible, man. This Dane guy, his physique is outstanding. Like 6'5", 6'6". Hai. His reach is crazy. And Lakshya Sen had him, bro. He had him. He had 3 game points. He was beating him 21-18, I think. No, 2017. 2017 was the score. He could have easily won that game. He was one shot away from winning the first set. And then in the second set, he comes back and Rakshasa is winning 7-0. He had an incredible lead. But that guy has made some. He's like Bowser, man. I don't know if you guys played Super Mario. That guy's like Bowser would, that final boss have to concentrate so hard and then you're winning and then suddenly he just comes and just sits on you, man. Like it was heartbreaking, but the way Lakshya Sen played today, like this is amazing. I was not pissed at all. I was not upset. Arey, aa gaya, Ashish, Mox is here. Mox is there. I think, um, yeah, I think you can't do anything, but he can still win the bronze. I think the way he played today, if he plays like that in that bronze medal match, he'll win easily because he was playing the best badminton player in the world. The defending gold medal champion. Victor Axelsen. He almost beat him, and if he took him to the wire, you could see Victor was also like, "Damn, man, this was a tough game." He celebrated and everything. He knew. He said some words to him as well. But yeah, all hopes on hockey now. Hockey and javelin सब बैठ कर नीरज चोपड़ा के लिए भाई अभी तक शुरू नहीं हुए भाई जो गोल्ड मेडलिस्ट है मिस्टर नीरज चोपड़ा everybody is waiting for him. I think उसका qualifying 6th August को है फिर 8 को finals है तो there is a lot of hope that he can win a medal. I mean India I think look doubles that was very disappointing. They should have got a medal over there. They can still get a medal in singles. Daktarson playing out of his skin, mind you. No one had him for any medal like in this tournament. Nobody had any medal hopes for him. It's for Chirag and Satwik who had much better chances, and they should have because they were number 3 and they're very good players. They should have won a medal, but this guy there was no hopes for any medals. He beat world number 3, he beat world number 11, and he gave world number 2 one of the best fights you'll see. But he can still win you a medal. एंड देन गोल्ड आप जीत सकते हैं जैवलिन में हॉकी में भी जीत सकते हैं ऐसा नहीं है बिकॉज अब वंस यू बीट ऑस्ट्रेलिया एंड नाउ यू बीट इंग्लैंड आई थिंक दे हैव अ चांस बट ऑफ कोर्स इट विल बी वेरी टफ 2030 में क्रिकेट गोल्ड मेडल ले लेंगे यार ये भी गारंटी नहीं है वहां पे बैड कमेंट्स आ गए तो कुछ भी हो सकता है लाइक ऑल क्रिकेट ऐसा अपना स्पोर्ट है हम लोग मानते हैं लाइक it's our favorite sport. We're amazing at it, but like even there, we don't win. Like World Cup, कितने साल बाद जीते? Like since 2011, they didn't win any World Cup, right? Like so, Yeah, it's no guarantee. वो original ID से आओ थोड़ा बात करो Olympics के बारे में. We want to know. You're just hiding. You're not even talking on the groups. You're not doing anything. You're just like, uh, just messing around is fine. Magar ab now come talk to us about the sports. What was I gonna say? Yeah, and hockey, like I said, it was an incredible performance. Today, Srijesh was played out of this world, man. Kya keeper hai unhe, crazy man. Like this guy, he's a superstar. You need to. If India win gold, this guy is the reason, man. Like build a statue. I think the way he saved the penalties as well, and also like during the game, he was outstanding. And yeah, credit to India. They showed a lot of steel defensively. They were very strong, very solid. Harmanpreet, the captain, incredible performance from him as well. And yeah, they've done a fantastic job. They've exceeded my expectations. I think hockey or badminton, Lakshya Sen, ये दोनों मैं मेरे पे उतनी उम्मीद नहीं थी. I had more expectations from the shooting, the archery, even badminton doubles. But I think these guys done a really good job, and yeah, I just need some luck to go in our favor, man. Luck. Ex Jiju saved us, and man, unbelievable. He saved us like पक्का कर दो भाई. He's solid, man. Like what a player. He is solid. Uh, what do you call it? I think yeah, the way he performed was incredible. Excellent goalkeeping reflexes were outstanding, and pressure situations में जो उन्हें positioning कर रहा था और जो saves कर रहा था, hats off to him, man. And like he's made India very solid at the back. They've defensively been good, and hopefully they can get him secure a medal, man. I'll take it. यहाँ पे तो उन्हें फ्रेंच स्विमर एक दिन में 3 गोल्ड मेडल्स उठा लिया. दूसरे जो उन्हें सेंट लूसिया की भी देखे कल. उन्हें क्या भागी भाई. ओहो हो जबरदस्त. इनक्रेडिबल. एंड आई थिंक नाउ देयर विल बी ट्रैक एंड फील्ड. देयर विल बी रेसेस एंड स्टफ. सेकंड वीक में शुरू होता है, एंड ये जो लास्ट वीक चल रहा है इसमें एथलेटिक्स, ये वो जैवलिन, ये सब रहता. तो इसमें नीरज चोपड़ा को भी देखेंगे हम लोग. उसको भी देखेंगे. बॉक्सिंग का यार गलत हुआ मेरे हिसाब से. Unlucky, man. I know it was a close fight, and you can say that it's a close call, this and that. But I think the judges got wrong. You can call me biased, but go and see that. I felt India should have got a medal. They were robbed in that. That's one thing. Archery में अच्छा नहीं था performance. Manu Bhaker, look, she's won 2 bronze already. I'm not going to put too much pressure on her. Then when it comes to badminton, those Chirag, उन लोग पे मेरे को है like they should have won. Like there's no excuses over there. I'm not going to defend them. Sindhu also should have done better. But this guy was outstanding. Lakshya Sen, man, what a player, man. I'm telling you, this guy, I've become a huge fan. He's my favorite athlete in the Olympics. His stamina, agility, composure, everything. So good, man. Mox, you know all our ages, man. You know we're single, not single. You know everything about us. Why you asking? आके बात करो नॉर्मली. ऐसा क्यों आ रहे डोरेमोन के अकाउंट से? लाइक बात करो स्पोर्ट्स के बारे में. इतना नॉलेज है तुम्हारे पास. सो या पेरिस 2024. And yeah, if you're just joining us, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button. आज फैज नहीं है हमारे साथ, but hopefully join us tomorrow. Again, we've got one more one-day match to cover. India versus Sri Lanka. Over there, I think India needs to play their extra spinner. Rayan Parag should probably get an opportunity. I think you need to make your team according to the conditions. And yeah, Rohit Sharma also was upset with this loss. Especially the way he batted and the start that they got, they should have won the game. And you can see there was pressure on them, and the rest should have done better. Boxing refs are always questionable. Um, but yeah, boxing refs are questionable. I know, yeah, there's been a lot of times where, split decision, ये वो सब होता रहता था. Bye, I don't have any link, man. You can call me on my cell phone. You have my number, bro. You have my number. You can just call me. I can send you the link. You gotta call me. Message me on WhatsApp on the group, and then I'll send you the link. You always have access to this. And yeah, the Nadal Djokovic game was crazy. Gold medal का जो मैच था वो भी जबरदस्त मैच. Not Nadal Djokovic, sorry, Alcaraz Djokovic, incredible. Djokovic won both sets in tiebreaker, and like crazy rallies, matlab, unbelievable rallies happen in that game. Also, the men's doubles Chinese Taipei versus China match was crazy. 1-1 tha, then Chinese Taipei 120-119 in the third set. Like neck and neck, neck and neck. It was such intense. Look, the gir gaya after that. It was a crazy game of badminton, man. Probably one of the best I've seen. Like, so competitive. Like, dono, like, tha, 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 tha. They were crazy. Um, अभी क्या हो रहा है भाई? आई थिंक वुमेन्स का टेनिस का वो है मेडल सेलिब्रेशन डबल्स का इटली स्पेन फ्रांस फुटबॉल का भी है आई थिंक इंस्टेड ऑफ केएल पंत should play and Parag should play in place of Dubey, man. Yeah, I think Parag should play in place of Dubey. With KL Rahul, I mean, Faiz is also saying the same thing. He's always against Rahul. The thing is, Rahul has been your keeper in one days. He's done a very good job. You don't need to play him as a keeper. I think Pant can play as a keeper, but I think they should give Rahul some more games. It's just been 2 games since he's come back. And one day format, he's done pretty well. If you see 2023 in the Asia Cup, he was averaging like around 80, 90. He had 100 against Pakistan. In the World Cup, he had 100 and like 2, 350s. Like that game against Australia, जो group stage match था, when India were like 9 for 3, he stood up with Virat Kohli and batted really well. So I don't think he's done much wrong. It's just that it's been a while since he's played, and yes, today he wasn't thing. But I would like Pant, so I will take Pant in my team anytime, in any format. But again, there is no guarantee he will score consistently, especially on these kind of pitches. But I'll always take Rishabh Pant in my team in all formats. I think he's just a game changer, and he's also maybe they're trying to ease Rishabh Pant because after you have two big, tours coming up. One is the Champions Trophy, but also the Australia Tour is a huge tour. वहाँ पे maybe they're trying to get Rishabh Pant fit for that. Look, he's only played T20 cricket. He has not played the longer format since his injury. So they're probably trying to ease him into this. Maybe that could be a thing because Rishabh Pant, I think, is an all format. He should be a guaranteed player in all format. But there's no guarantee of consistency. But I just feel that he should be there as a match winner. And also the problem is he's coming back from a big accident injury. तो अगर उन्हें immediately अगर कुछ हो गया वो हो गया, and you have a long tour, tough tour. Australia tours are very tough. You saw last time around as well. You ended up with Natarajan, Siraj, and I think Navdeep Saini or something was your pace attack in the last match, जो Gaba पे था. तो वो tours भी tough रहते. Like there are injuries. There's that you have to be a bit careful in your workload management. Um, that's what I feel. Yeah, make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe button. We've got a lot more content coming up. We will be covering the Olympics, cricket का भी है, India का और एक matches, and we've got South Africa versus West Indies test match, and you've also got 100 भी चल रहा, 100 भी चल रहा, T20 ये GT20 में भी pitches बहुत slow है. I've been watching the games. It's not been as fun. The ball is dying on the bat. The outfield is very slow. Yes, there have been performances here and there from the different individuals. But yeah, it's been not that level tournament. Like I remember the first couple of years was it was outstanding. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, they need to like thoda sa conditions. The outfield needs to be a bit better. Pitches need to be a bit better. I feel, and the hard luck they couldn't get some big players this time around. But hopefully next time, need someone to play shots. Otherwise, they are just waiting for a ball. But then the thing is also शॉट्स भी खेले तो आउट हो गए थे जस्ट आज के राउंड फर्स्ट बॉल पे उन्हें शॉट मारने गया था फर्स्ट या सेकंड बॉल जो भी था उसका he didn't pick the googly it came in he got bowled आपका अक्षर पटेल also tried playing shots they all were trying like Virat Kohli also played a few shots but they need to play spin better. I think that's one thing. Look, the conditions were tough, but the way Rohit Sharma was playing, he took the pressure off you. At that time, it's just you don't even need to go for boundaries. It's about working the single doubles. Look how Welelage played. Him and Mendes towards the end of 150 for 6 था उन लोग जैसा gaps find कर रहे थे the way they were running between the wickets it wasn't just fours and sixes they were looking for वो बाद में आया towards the end of the innings. But in between, they were always running those singles and doubles and finding the gaps. Yes, at times, the commentators were saying, oh, they should have made that three, but they were still doing the job by rotating the strike. Sometimes that is enough in these low scoring affairs and you have the target in front of you, it should be a bit more easier. Yes, it is tougher in the second innings, I understand. But when you have your captain playing like that and taking the pitch out of the equation, then it should ease things. And then you play, just continue to play. Either they're going into the shell or they're taking high risk. And you have to also commend Sri Lanka. I think the way they bowled was outstanding. इंडिया हैव बीन टेकन अबैक, मगर कोई भी ये नहीं एक्सपेक्ट किया कि श्रीलंका ऐसी क्रिकेट खेलेंगी। T20 के बाद सब बोल रहे थे कि भाई श्रीलंका जो है क्यों जाते इंडिया हर वक्त, दे जस्ट वांट टू विन, ये वो, व्हाई डोंट दे गो देयर, व्हाई डोंट दे गो हियर। बट इन these conditions, the likes of Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, they will cause you problems. There will be matches where you will lose. There will be matches which फंस जाएंगे, because in their conditions they are different teams. They're high quality. And look, Sri Lanka are missing 5 players. Despite that, they're still competing and they're winning this series right now. Today we saw Van der Sar comes in, bowls outstanding. Sri Lanka, the way उन्हें batsman था, अब captain भी बन गया, bowler भी बन गया, उन्हें हर जगह contribute कर रहा है. So in these conditions, they know their conditions. They do have talent. They have natural talent. Sri Lanka has a rich history of cricket. You go there, you go to Colombo, you go to Kandy, you'll see the people themselves. You'll see the around you the academies. Little kids playing, they're really into the game. They have a lot of talent in that country, and someone or the other will come up. Yes, they don't have that investment right now. They have politics. They're not politically stable as a country. So there are going to be problems in sustaining themselves as a cricket team and as a cricket board. Like they do have talent, and especially in home conditions, they can exploit it. And that's where India would have found out, man. T20 is always disappointing. The pitches are not great. 70-120 can be defended. Yeah, I'm all for low scoring, but like the pitch is so bad, uneven. Like, one ball is going over the head, one ball is going below the, toe of the bat. Like there is no evenness. Like the pitch needs to be better, man, 100%. Uh, uh, if India doesn't travel to Pakistan, then they might have their games in Sri Lanka. If the pitches are like this, then India is vulnerable. Yeah, man. If they don't travel to Pakistan, they should keep it in UAE, man. But even there, yeah, like India, uh, honestly, India will probably be better suited in Pakistan in terms of pitches, because वहाँ पे proper batting pitches, if the ball comes onto the bat, their batters will enjoy that. Um, and also their bowling, man. Like you can't always rely on Bumrah. I think they have to be more clinical. आप देखो 150 for 6 था, 200 के नीचे निकाल देना था. 220 के नीचे एटलीस्ट निकाल देना था श्रीलंका को. 240 तक नहीं बनता था वो टाइम पे. आप सिराज, अर्शदीप, दे डिड नॉट bowl well today. Like ठीक है, we won the World Cup, the outstanding performances. I'm not taking anything away, but if I just like criticize for 1 minute, I think they have to improve their death bowling. You cannot rely on freak performances every time. वहां पे भी आप फंस गए थे वर्ल्ड कप में फाइनल में. वहां पे बुमराह was magic, and even despite that magic, if Surya didn't take that catch, it was still game on, and South Africa could have won it. So you can't always have that every day. So they need to improve their bowling. They need to, as a unit, bowl better and finish off teams, especially when they have uh, uh, when they're in a strong position. Last time India played Sri Lanka on tricky pitches, like this was the Asia Cup, and Pandya won the match for India with the bat. Um, Italy win bronze. Yeah, so I think in terms of the pitches, yeah, they did play the Asia Cup over there, right? वहाँ पे India did win the Asia Cup. It was, I think the pitches were slightly better in terms of batting, but also the India was very convincing during the Asia Cup. It was a similar time. It was end of August. Now it's beginning of August. So it's not like India don't perform well in Sri Lanka. They've done well. They know the conditions. Yes, okay, ठीक है, toss didn't go in their favor, but yeah, just like I feel that they need to put in better performances. भाई मुझे ये मैं क्या बोलूं भाई. Mooks, you can call me on phone. I'll tell you all the answers. Why are you messaging me here? Messaging on thing. अभी काम चल रहा है, Mooks. India defended 212 against Sri Lanka in Asia Cup. Yeah, the 50 over one you're saying, right? Yeah, they did. I was there. I think so. Yeah. They also wrapped up Sri Lanka like for 50 in the finals. So, yeah, I feel that still in Sri Lankan conditions, India can still win. They can still do better. They also need to get the team selection right. अगर आज आप देखो शिवम दुबे या किसी को बिठा के आप पराग को खिला सकते थे, या इस को एक एक्स्ट्रा बॉलर को बिठा के आप स्पिनर को खिला सकते थे. You just need to read the conditions a bit better, I feel. And also like the promotions and stuff. I know T20 mein, they did it and it worked. You need flexibility as a team, but the Dube's promotion and Washington Sundar's promotion, like in 50 overs, sometimes it does disrupt the rhythm of the other batsmen. I'm not giving that as an excuse, but that's something they might need to consider. So yeah, Argentina versus Germany. 9 p.m. is the quarterfinal. So India will play either Germany or Argentina. The quarterfinal is starting like in 5 minutes, I think, 5, 10 minutes. And we will see who India will play. Yes, the ODI Asia Cup, that game, whilst India batting struggled, Pandya was good and got them to 212, which was the winning total. Yeah, so that's the thing. Chasing is difficult in Sri Lankan conditions, especially जब dew नहीं रहता. The pitch does get slow. It's conducive to turn. The faster bowlers also get some nip early on. So like it is a bit difficult, I feel. But still, like the start that you got, the runs that you had, there's no excuse for not chasing down the total. Uh, what's India doing in the ODIs? Look, and what India is doing in the ODIs is that they are struggling against a team at home. At home, Sri Lanka, who didn't have many expectations for them to win, but they've been surprised. Sri Lanka have pulled up some good performances that India were not expecting, and India trying to get into that rhythm. They have a couple of players coming back from injury, from breaks. Shreyas Iyer, KL Rahul. You've got someone like Arshdeep who has not played ODIs too much. He's come into the format. The likes of Shubman Gill, Virat Kohli. Shubman Gill is also making a comeback. He's not in the T20 squad, so he's been playing. He wasn't in the T20 squad in the World Cup, so he's also making a comeback. He's also fighting for a spot. So that's what I feel. The chances for gold, India have a chance, I think, in hockey. They have a chance, javelin, they have a chance. So two chances for gold that I see. Hockey ka thoda mushkil hai. Lekin I will not count them out. If they win even silver, bronze, I'll be very happy. But yeah, gold का वो एक chance है. Javelin का उम्मीद तो हर वक्त रहेगा अभी because Neeraj Chopra is the defending gold medalist. तो वहाँ पे you will have chances for that. And I'm not sure if there's going to be any other chance for gold. But let's see. Manu Bakar could have won gold, but बिचारी fourth आ गई थी कल. Um, So yeah, I think we've gone on for quite a bit. Tomorrow we'll get some more updates of the Olympics, and then we'll talk more about Indian cricket. Yeah, ठीक है. It's also like it's good that it's happening now. It's not happening in ICC tournaments. It's not happening in the Champions Trophy. You're not going to win everything. You just won the T20 World Cup. They're not being complacent. I just feel that Sri Lanka outdid them in all departments, and they were a bit rusty. Didn't get the combination correct, and yeah, some players are making a comeback. They're not in full form. And you need to perform better, especially looking at the circumstances. I think first game they were taken aback with Sri Lanka tying that game, and then the second match they were just outdone, especially in particular by Van der Sar. The way he bowled, they didn't have an answer. Considering how Arshdeep is struggling in one-day series against Sri Lanka, do you think that Arshdeep in testing Australia series is more unlikely? Yeah, I mean that's a good point. We got to see him a bit more, but yes, that is the difference between shorter formats and the longer formats. Even wide ball में ही देख लो आप 4 ओवर और 10 ओवर का बहुत बड़ा फर्क है. As a bowler, we saw Haris Rauf struggle. We've seen even the likes of Shaheen Naseem. In now Arshdeep, a lot of people do struggle making that switch to the longer format, and hopefully he can adjust, man. That's what I feel like. If he doesn't do it for India, but go into the Vijay Trophy, go into the domestic trophies and play 50 over, play Ranji Trophy, play 4 day, 5 day cricket. That's how you're gonna get better. Because if you can, lock that in, like Jasprit Bumrah, he can play any format. But he played a lot of Ranji Trophy cricket and then, yeah, got into the IPL and all that. But he's a very good red ball bowler because he can bowl a lot of overs on the trot. That is also a skill. That's also a talent that you need. It's not like char over ka game is completely different. Yes, it does require skill. It does require maturity and talent and all that. Like as you play the 50 over and test over, that's where you get tested a lot. And Arshdeep is being tested right now. Yes, in the death overs, he can bowl those jokers and all that. Like it's about the 10 over. That's what I wanted to see, right? Like 10 over उन्हें कैसा middle overs में कैसा डालेंगे 30, 35th over में. And him and Siraj were definitely poor in this game. I felt they should have done better, and they shouldn't have let them score that many runs. I think नहीं करना था. Sorry, Mooks, I was waiting for Fez, but it looks like he's not coming today. आज लंबा भी करे हम लोग शो मजा आया. Ashish, thank you for joining. Mooks, thank you for joining. Ibrahim bhai, thank you for joining. And yeah, fencing भी चल रही है. If you have any other questions, let me know. Otherwise, we'll wrap and then we will catch you guys hopefully tomorrow. We've also got our football channel chasing green arrows, so make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button over there. We've got shows for you in the preseason. We've got live shows and pre-recorded shows as well. So make sure you follow that. The football season is starting very soon. Premier League. You got the Community Shield next Saturday, Manchester United versus Man City, and then you've got the Premier League starting on the 16th of August. First game is United versus Fulham on a Friday on 16th August. So that'll be good. What is your favorite game? Probably cricket and then cricket, football. But the playing is paddle tennis. That's my favorite game. I love it. So yeah, we've got the football season coming up as well. So make sure you do follow Chasing Green Arrows on that. If you have any other questions regarding cricket, Olympics, even for any sport, let us know in the comment section and make sure you subscribe, share it with your friends and families. We really appreciate all the support that we're getting. And yeah, we really appreciate it today. Like I said, a mixed bag for India, a very excellent result in hockey, heartbreak in badminton, and then disappointing in cricket. Tomorrow is a new day. Let's see what expectations we hold. Let's see what happens tomorrow in Paris in the Olympics. I think, yeah, the next one day game is on Wednesday. India will look to at least tie the series. They cannot win the series anymore because pehla match tie ho gaya tha, so now they can just equalize, make it 1-1. Otherwise, Sri Lanka will win a historic series, and great on them. And today there was a huge crowd. Everyone was there supporting the team. It was good to see. And yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. Thank you so much for joining. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button. Thank you for watching us on Chasing the Target. Catch you guys tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Really appreciate all the support.